What is it about girls' education specifically that appeals to you or inspires you?
I think being a woman, being a mother of 3 girls, and really just a person in education who has seen the moments when the classroom or an educational setting can, I don't want to say disfavor girls, but maybe put girls a little bit on the outside.
Right.
I think it's really important to be part of a school, in this case a girls' school, that's very focused on getting the voices of girls out and loud, having girls learn that they have not just the potential to be leaders, but the obligation to be leaders, not to sit in the back, not to wait for someone else to answer the question, or someone else to take the risk. It's really important that girls learn that, so when they are women, they'll do all those things.
When you were in high school, I know you said you wanted to be a teacher, but did you ever think that you'd be the head of an all-girls school?
No. No.
When did you realize that that was right for you?
I think as I moved from teaching into more leadership roles, so became a grade dean, an academic dean, admissions director, as I started to look at schools from the big picture, I realized I liked that as much as I liked being in the classroom. But until I did it, I thought somehow that would be a sacrifice, that not teaching would feel, that it wasn't me or that I was giving up something. I do miss the classroom. I love the classroom, but I also really like thinking about the big issues in schools and having a broader influence. And I think when I came for my visit on the campus and I met students, some of you, in my interview, I thought this really feels like the place that was made for me, for my next job.
What were the most important lessons you learned from your experiences in Kenya, because you did teach there, right?
Yeah, so I spent 6 months, my junior spring, as actually a semester off. I took a semester leave of absence so that I could teach in a volunteer capacity in Kenya. A small school in a very rural area, no running water, no electricity. One of the lessons I learned is that leaving your comfort zone, leaving the place you're familiar with, is hard, harder than I think I expected, but it's really good for you too. I think you can't fully know yourself, your ability, your strength, your resilience until you're taken out of that comfort zone. My time in Kenya shaped my life hugely. I think it set me on the course to know for certain that I wanted to be a teacher. I think it also set me on a course to really think globally about, my role in a community, a small community, but also as a citizen of the world. In more recent times, I think becoming a parent has been really transformative, not just for my personal life, but also for the way I think about my role as an educator. That the school has the responsibility, especially at a boarding school, to act as parent. And parents are trusting Miss Hall's school. They're putting a huge amount of faith in the school to take care of their daughters. Right. And so while I am not the parent to the 200 plus students, I am in a parenting role. And so I think thinking about myself as mother and educator and how those two connect has been really influential. I know that you're smart, I know you're ambitious, I know you're curious, I know you're creative, so I'm looking forward to seeing all of that on campus and on playing fields and in the theater and art studio, but I guess I'm really excited to see what all the things you do that I don't even know you can do yet.